So today, I believe July 20th, FedNow launched. So FedNow is it's not a CBDC. We could argue about exactly what a CBDC is, but FedNow is an improved payment processing system. And I believe it was 30 or so banks and credit unions have opted in to using FedNow.
Yep.
So they are able to clear their payments between each other, their interactions instantly, all the time. It's FedNow is supposedly up 24/7, even on holidays. And so instead of kind of the slow ACH of taking several days to clear any payments, at least the banks that have opted in are able to offer that now, that instant payment. I have seen some people say it might take a few years before every bank and credit union has opted into the system. And so, yeah, it'll be fun to see it develop. But so far, it seems like it is something that the banks are doing and they're opting into, and it's improving their clearing, between each other.
We talked about FedNow really early
Yeah.
in like nascent days of our podcast too. So like that's the funny part about this is like now it's finally catching that relevance stream, so to speak. So like we should we should have honestly went full on like content creator mode and just created a bunch of FedNow content this week because we were just too early. It seems as though we're a little too early on a few things, and we have to kind of figure out how to line that up. No, super interesting. Just looking at some of the things that I researched, and what is going to be controlling FedNow, I guess, is the question, and that like what is the spirit of this going to be in terms of the economy? Is this going to be in the same spirit that this ESG push is coming through with, or is this a much needed upgrade on an antiquated banking system that's way overdue? So, because you think about it, it takes like 3 days to process a check, and it shouldn't. If you have if the money's in the account that the check is coming from, it we should be technologically advanced that it should clear the same day. If we're able to do it via Venmo, that's the thing. I guess that's the argument. I don't know what you guys think about that. There, I know there's limitations to what I'm saying here, but that I think the biggest consequences is centralization if it's not kept in check accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest argument, we've already discussed it, CBDC, not CBDC. Either way, FedNow makes the case a lot easier to deprecate cash. And that's, to me, the biggest danger of the CBDC. And then the other side of the argument is, yeah, it does make the systems a lot easier. Easier to do what? Censor people like they've already been doing. Like, do I want to make that easier for them? Like, sometimes there's a benefit to having the bureaucratic lines wrap around the corner. So, in that sense, I am not happy about FedNow, but we'll have to see what they do with it and, what it does. But yeah, things to be
Yeah,
considered.
no, I'm interested to see. I tend to fall in the camp, and as I've said before, that I like the update to antiquated technology. But I don't know. I feel like I'm skeptical on the censoring issue because if it's still banks talking to each other, the banks already could censor you, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not. If we eliminate cash, that's one thing. I think it'll be interesting to see if this eliminates the need for Venmo and Zelle and Cash App and all these other apps
Yeah.
because if I could clear things instantly
I
with
mean,
the
that being
current
said,
banking
Zelly
systems
is
have.
fast. Like,
I was about to say Venmo's gotten faster too.
Yeah, but this is now competing with them, and this connects
yeah.
to your bank account. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how this develops. But I can imagine this removing the need for these third party apps that you have to trust to do these things. Which again, those can censor you as well, right? So it's not like Venmo is our decentralized stronghold the way that like Bitcoin is, right? It's
Yeah.
just it's not as tied to the government as banks are.
Is
So
this our American version of Swift, basically?
Yeah. That's what I understand.
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
That's what I've kind of been understanding it also. I just wanted to confirm how you guys were evaluating it.